in trying to help our young students achieve their dreams at the next step. So this is one step in the educational journey. And so I want to thank you on behalf of the school, and my job now is to turn the podium over to Ollie Rosenblatt to talk just a little bit about his two special athletes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome parents, friends, and congratulations to all the athletes we have up here today. I'm simply delighted to be able to say a few words about Michael and Al. They're seniors. They're both in our first varsity boat, currently ranked 5th in the state. They sit at opposite ends of the boat. Al sits in the bow because he's little. And Michael's our stroke man, our cadence man, and he sits at the front of the boat. And that's sort of symptomatic for how these guys have been in my 3 years at Bowles. Michael came to us halfway through his sophomore year, already an accomplished athlete, a fantastic runner, and over the next 2.5 years, he transformed his skills from being a very strong, very enduring athlete into probably our best pure racer. I can't think of someone else I'd rather go to a race with in that position, and he's executed fabulously for us, and we're really looking forward to having Michael lead us into the States next weekend. Again, he's headed to the U.S. Naval Academy, and I know that the ethic of leadership and service that they hold in high esteem at Navy is a perfect fit for Michael, and I congratulate him on his achievement for getting to the U.S. Naval Academy. Al has been with us, or with me, since the beginning. I came on board right at the beginning of Al's sophomore year, and I think my favorite memory of Al is, and he's been like this the whole time that I've coached him, is I think it was probably my first or second day coaching at Bowles. I knew nothing about the school, about Jacksonville, even this body of water that we row on. And, you know, the guys are milling around in practice, and we're just trying to get organized. And all of a sudden, there's this, like, stocky, strong, very happily smiling guy in front of me with eyes as big as saucers. He says, "Coach, let's go on the water today." And that's Al in a nutshell. Always ready to go, always open to the world. I feel so happy that I've had the chance to coach him for 3 years. He's brought positive energy, fun, and quite a bit of winning to our team over the last 3 years. Again, these two seniors have sort of been the vanguard of transforming our team from a lot of boys who love rowing into a certified top-end rowing team that's competitive at the local and the state, and indeed the national level. So Al is headed to Harvard in Boston. Again, I can't think of a city or a university that can. Harvard's probably the only place that'll keep Al occupied because there's so much to do there. Al does more things than any human being I know, and did more languages to boot. So Harvard is probably the one place where he'll be truly occupied. But again, congratulations to Al and Michael for their achievements this year and for attending the U.S. Naval Academy and Harvard University. Now I'd like to introduce Coach Corky Rogers.
Guys, congratulations. Quite an honor to the wonderful school you're going to. That represents our school here at Bowles and in such a positive fashion. The guy that I'm talking about now, though, is going to be Jordan Smolinski. I think one of the things that I appreciate the most about Jordan is that he came to work every day, on time, and practiced as hard as he could practice. And he played in the games the same way. You know, if you look back at it, he was on the football team for 2 state championships, and we got into the finals this year. We weren't quite good enough to win it, but we got there again. And believe me, he was a major part in that. I think that you're always, when you have a team, and I'm sure it's the same in crew, that you've got a guy or two that you can just depend on. And that's what Jordan was for us. And he was solid and steady every day of the practice and every game. And believe me, he represented the Bowles School the way it should be represented. we're so proud of him and what he's done. And I look forward to being close to home to see him play some now. But if you can give him a hand, I'd greatly appreciate it. Jordan. I think at this time, if the guys can either act like they're signing something and put their hats on, at this time, it's a great time for you to get pictures and stuff.